Hey Aries, what's going on? Welcome to your March 2023 energetic psychic prediction. All the tea with your girl Ashay, baby, back at you with another video. How y'all doing? If you wondering, like, Ashay, where you at with that little jacket on, baby? In the house with the air on 30, because that's my what? That's my business. So happy birthday, Aries. I know your birthday is in March. I just actually finished the Pisces season predictions, the energy that you guys are going to be working with, which is quite interesting. So if you want to check that out, make sure you join the Patreon family so you can stay up to date with all the tea. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, you guys, we're going to be taking a look at what energy is going to be coming in for you guys this month. What is something you guys kind of need to leave and kind of move past, how you can get the most out of this month. And we're even going to tap into something maybe on your spiritual journey that you should explore in the month of March. We're going to try to get into your health, your relationships, all that. So let's get started, y'all. I'm super excited. Okay, so you know what? Before I get started, let me plug up my charger. Good. All right, so let's see where we're gonna start at. So let's start with the energy that this new new month is bringing in. So the month of March. So let's go ahead and pull from these cards, okay? And these are the wisdom of the oracle, okay? Yeah, so let's get started. So Spirit, well, okay, well, I don't really feel like this is your card, but I'll still show you guys. And it says all that glitters, but I'm gonna keep shuffling. All right, so let's see the overall energy this month of March is bringing for my Aries. Wow. Okay, so we have two cards that came out. So we have by the book, okay, and we have higher power. Interesting combination. Okay, so let me check the bottom of the deck energy. So we have co-create. Makes sense. Okay, so we have co-create. Thank you. All right, so the first thing that I'm picking up for Aries is that the month of March is going to be a month where there are going to be just these divine things happening for you, like these aha moments, these oh my god, like I can't believe this happening to me, like what did I do to deserve this? Like I'm picking up on this energy here. Like Spirit is showing me a vision right now, you guys, and the vision is, you know how in the Bible, you guys are going to hear me reference the Bible a lot because I really believe the Bible is a spiritual tool that we can utilize to help ourselves understand this human experience, right? But anyway, this just made me think about the Bible, right? And if you don't care about the Bible, whatever, you can skip this. But this talks about the Bible when Adam and Eve, when Adam was co-creating co-creating with God, right? So what do I mean by he was co-creating with God, right? So basically God, made these animals and was allowing Adam to give the animals a name. Remember that? Like whatever, and we can get into that another time, but whatever the name that Adam wanted to name those animals, God said, that's fine with me. Like you will rule over them, right? But we can get into that another day because baby, we can break it down. Let me know in the comments if you're interested because baby, I can break it down for you. All right, but anyway, so what this is showing me in the month of March, Aries, is that you guys are really going to be co-creating with the universe. What are you co-creating? You are co-creating your life. You're working side by side with God, with the higher power, with the universe to manifest something, to create a new life for yourself. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read this card from the book, both of these cards from the book, so that we can see any messages that we need to hear about these cards. Okay, so give me a second. All right, so we have the book, and it says, we're going to start with this by the book card here. And I'll hold it up so you guys can see it as I read. It says, abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws, The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, and the law of compensation are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and floating them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this card now, which is the higher power. Okay. And then we're going to get into y'all's reading. I just felt guided to read these cards, okay? All right. Now we're going to take a look at higher power. All right. So higher power says conscious contract with the higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. This oracle reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Okay, so this is this month's energy for you guys here. So we have this energy here of spirit really talking about the universal laws. And what came to mind was this amazing book by Deepak Chopra. You guys should definitely read it. It's called I think it's the 7 Universal Laws, I believe. The 7 Universal Laws to Success by Deepak Chopra. I think it's 7 or 10 laws. I don't know. But it's an amazing book, you guys. This is definitely something that I see that you guys maybe should look into in the month of March. Now, again, I really feel like you guys are going to be co-creating with your higher self or that higher power to manifest something, to bring something in. Let's pull a card on this by the book card. I want to pull, because then, oh yeah, because also underneath the bottom of the deck, we have co-create here. Yeah. And that's the number 40, which reduces to 4. Yeah, so you guys are going to be co-creating with, like I said, the universe. So let's keep going. So let's see what is something you need to leave behind. Let's see something that you may need to leave behind or just move past in the month of March. All right, so we have 3 cards coming out. We have Trapped in Fear. Okay. And this card is the 8 of Swords. So this is something you guys need to move past, to let go. We have Rest and Rejuvenate. That makes perfect sense why this card came out. And this is the 4 of Swords coming out. Another number 4 as well, this 4 energy. And then we have Sacrifice, which represents the Hangman, okay? It represents the Hangman in traditional tarot. So let's start with this 8 of Swords here, okay? So a lot of my Aries, you guys have been very fearful of letting go, okay? I'm going to say that. You guys have been very fearful of letting go. What happens when I let go? What happens when I give it up to God? Like, you guys have been in this space to where Spirit has been kind of force your hand to trust. It's like God has been kind of forcing your hand to trust, you know, because, you know, like we talked about for the Pisces season energy report for Aries on Patreon, The Pisces season was all about you guys meditating, reflecting, connecting, disconnecting yourselves from people. You guys were in hermit mode in a sense, So I do feel like you guys, in Pisces season may have learned a lot. You guys have maybe been studying esoteric, studying the occult, studying spirituality, studying yourself, reading, learning, growing, really connecting with spirit. And so I feel like now, because you guys have put in that work, you guys have taken the time to connect with spirit, to connect with God, to connect with your higher power, your higher self. Now it's time to create. You've built that relationship up. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you meet somebody, as a friend, or as a romantic relationship, you don't just rush and move in together and start, whatever. Well, hey, some people. But you know what I'm saying? Typically, you don't rush into those things, right? And so it's kind of like you guys had to let go. And this was something that I'm saying with this Eight of Swords. It was very hard for you guys to let go of control. You know what I mean? But Spirit is saying here that this is absolutely something that you are releasing in the month of March, you guys. I'm confident in it. You guys are not allowing, you're transmuting fear into faith. And this is amazing for you guys. Like, y'all really got to go listen to the Patreon reading, because this is like so in alignment. You guys are activating faith. And one of the beautiful things about March for Aries is that because you guys have learned to trust God, to learn to trust a higher power, to learn to trust your spiritual team on a deeper level, you're being blessed. You're being blessed with the ability to literally, we all have the ability to co-create with the universe, right? But I feel like there's something different here. There's something else here. It's like a little, how everybody can make chili, but like everybody got their own little secret sauce. I feel like you're getting some secret sauce to something, to something that will help you to create. You may find like I don't want to say a secret, but maybe something in your lineage that you can use to help you manifest, or a certain herb, or a certain candle, or a certain place that you should visit, or something like that is really helping you guys, because I do see that you guys were trapped in fear. You felt restricted. You felt victimized. You felt like, what's the point in complaining? Some of you guys even thought you may have had psychological issues from all the things you were going through. And I was picking up on a lot of Aries have went through some major weight loss changes, and people think, oh, like, how are you losing this weight? Because you're stressed you're stressed to freak out, right? And so there was these bodily changes, these spiritual changes, these mental changes that were taking place in February, in January, And so Spirit is saying this is the final straw. This is the final test for you guys with this Eight of Swords, which is releasing the need to know your next step, releasing the need to be in control of everything, and finding solutions and options in spirit. And that's how you're taking control. That's how you're standing up. Okay. A lot of you guys are overcoming obstacles of the mind. Okay. You've been prisoners of the mind for too long, Aries. And so now you're coming up out of this in March. Wait, January, February, March, April. Okay, so April is the month number 4 as well. So I do feel like something significant might be happening for you guys in the month of March. I don't know why. I feel like something significant as well could be happening for you guys on April 11th or 12th or 8th. Okay, let me know. Come back to this video if something happens. And when I say something happens, I mean something good, of course, right? So nothing bad. So anyways, this is something that you guys are needing to release. You're letting go of this fear. You're letting go with this hangman energy. You're letting go of this need to fucking sacrifice yourself for everybody. You can't be everywhere for everyone at all times, Aries. And so this is showing that through your hermit mode that you were in Pisces season, what this shows me is that you guys are coming out of this wise. Your intuition is like on 10, okay? You're learning how to be a bit more selfish. There's this higher learning here, this enlightenment that's taking place. If you can see this card, she has like rainbows above her head. It's like your crown chakra is like opened. You feel free. That's what it's showing me. You're going from this Eight of Swords to just feeling free, feeling limitless. And these beautiful flowers in the back are like white clouds. And it just reminds me of like God being in the background and you just feeling safe. It's kind of like a little kid going to play and they know their parents are protecting them. So they feel free to explore. They feel free to be themselves. You're feeling free. Some of you guys have been doing some inner child healing work. And baby, It's working. It is working, because I do see for a lot of you guys your inner child coming out to really shine. So you might get into some type of new or old thing that you maybe wanted to do as a child. You may have the more confidence to do it. This is the energy in March of you guys really following your dreams. So let's talk about this rest and rejuvenate here. Okay, because I really feel like this is speaking to a different meaning here. Okay, because I know that you guys in February, you're going to be very drained. Okay, that is something that we talked about. You guys are going to be very, very drained, feeling tired, feeling like you don't have energy. So let's talk about really briefly the difference between rest and rejuvenation. All right, because a lot of times we think that rest and rejuvenation are the same thing, and they're not. Okay, and even though the definitions are kind of the same, they're not. Right, so the definition for rest kind of refers to a passive state, like sleeping, lounging around the house, things like that. Whereas rejuvenation is a state of feeling renewed, feeling restored, ready to start something new. The rejuvenation is what allows our brain, our subconscious mind, to take a break so that we can repair and rejuvenate our emotional self, our emotional well-being, the emotional perspective we have around us. Okay, so I want you guys to think about the last time you felt fully alive. Like, were you just chilling on the couch, like strolling through Netflix, like, what's up, what's on TV, like, let me chill? Or were you doing something that allowed you to feel free, allowed you to feel connected, something that allowed you to feel like, wow, like, did you, hike and you see the mountains and you're like, wow? Or did you go to the beach and you saw the ocean and you're like, wow, I'm so small compared to this? This is this energy of you guys balancing work, rest, and rejuvenation in the month of March. Now, we did talk about you guys kind of being slow moving in the month of February for many reasons on Patreon. But let's go ahead and let's see, because I do want to see here. We have 4, 4, 11, 8, 12, which reduces to 3. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, so let's see how you guys can get the most out of the month of March. Let's see how you guys can get the most. How can you guys get the most? How can Aries get the most out of March? Wow. Okay, so let's see what we have. So we have the 5th house, okay? And the 5th house represents creativity, romance, parties, playing, entertainment, dating, fun stuff. The 5th house literally is the house of the inner child, right? And so I see you guys are really needing to get the most out of your creativity. You're going to be feeling very inspired in the month of March. We have Mars coming out as well for you guys, okay? And Mars represents this drive, this fire, this go-getter. I really see you guys really listening and trusting your intuition. And then this card here says listen to the guidance of your soul. It's like you guys are you feel so safe and secure in spirit. You know what I mean? Like, you feel so safe and you feel like God has your back, that you're able to do things that at one point you were afraid to do. Like, you guys may just start taking like a new class. I heard somebody is going to take a swim class. Somebody's going to apply for organized sports, Somebody's going to apply for school. It's something that you're going to be doing that maybe you've been fearful of judgment, or you've been telling yourself you didn't have enough time. You're doing that shit. You're doing it in March. You're taking that leap of faith. And so let's take a look at I also want to talk about this as well, this Mars in the 5th house, because Mars in the 5th house is somebody who is intelligent and skilled, and they're very different, and they're this is this energy of wealth and wisdom, but it's like all of a sudden. So Mars, when it's in the 5th house, this is talking about good luck, prosperity. And so I really feel like you guys are going to have a very prosperous month of March, as long as you are feeding your inner child. Okay? As long as you're feeding your inner child, feeding your creativity, feeding that physical pleasures, feeding that intellect, spending time with children, getting out, dating, saying yes more than you're saying no to fun, March is going to be lit for y'all, okay? So let's see what's something related to your spiritual journey that you can explore in the month of March. So let's take a look and see. Because you guys are going through a massive spiritual awakening. Well, collectively, we're going through a massive spiritual awakening. But for Aries, you guys just went through kind of like a new level up in February. So let's take a look and see something related to your spiritual journey you should explore in the month of March. All right. So we have prosperity and abundance. What? Check her out, y'all. Check her out. So let's go ahead and read this card from the book, y'all. Let's read it from the book. We don't want to miss any messages. Hold on. All right, y'all, I got it. So it says prosperity and abundance. Prosperity and abundance are not exactly the same thing, and they may mean something different. You know, that's interesting because Spirit really just gave me a message about breaking down rest and rejuvenation not being the same thing. And now they're talking about prosperity and abundance not being the same thing. And this is going back to those universal laws, right? So you guys could be studying the yin yang, divine masculine, feminine energy. You could even be into etymology as well, studying the root meanings of words and things like that. Okay, anyways. So it says prosperity and abundance are not exactly the same thing, and they mean something different to each of us. Prosperity usually has to do with monetary success, but it can also mean that feelings of success and good fortune, which you can have even without money. Abundance means having enough of what you need plus maybe a little bit more. Feeling as though you have prosperity and abundance is less about how much money you have than how you view your life. Remember to count your blessings and instead of just the coins in your wallet. Okay, so this is talking about you guys really changing the way you view prosperity and abundance and realizing that you're already prosperous and abundant now. And that's how you're going to attract more of it. And I feel like you guys are learning this universal law. You're learning this universal law. You're learning the law of as above, so below. As within, so without. Wow. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. I didn't want these readings to be long, but I've just been a little chatty patty. Okay, so let's take a look at something you should be mindful of this month. So let's take a look and see something you guys should be mindful of in the month of March. Well, hello there. So we have the Three of Swords, which represents heartache and loss. And then underneath that card, we have Third Eye Chakra. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to pull a clarifier for this to make sure that what I'm picking up on is correct. Spirit, can you give me a clarifier for the heartache and loss? Why do they need to be mindful of this? Spirit, can you give me a clarifier for the third eye chakra? Why do they need to be aware of this? All right. So we have Neptune, third eye. Wow. So you guys' psychic abilities are like enhancing like a mofo in February. I love this for Aries because people be sleeping on y'all. It's like spiritists and things like that. But low-key, if y'all really put y'all minds to this spiritual stuff, baby, it could take you places, okay? We have the Neptune rules the subconscious mind, right? And it also rules this self-sacrifice that we talked about here with the hangman card. And then we have the moon. Oh, my God. The moon. So be careful of your emotions. Be careful of lingering on the past. Be careful of your moods. Also, pay attention to your dreams. Oh my God, we talked about this in Patreon. Get you a dream journal, okay? Get you a dream journal. Some of you guys may feel like the relationship with your mother is changing as well. That's something else that I'm picking up on. Like your relationship with your mother or your relationship with a female in your life, could be a Cancer, is changing. But they really want you to pay attention to your dreams because they could hold deep insight into a past life. They could hold deep insight to your soul, okay? Especially if you've been trying to figure out your career or what it is that you should be doing for a living, okay? So next we're going to take a look and see, I'm just going to pull a card for your health. Let's just pull a card for your health and see what's going on with that, okay? For the month of March. Okay, so we have Chiron. Wow. We have Chiron, and then we have 12th house. Stop playing with y'all. Stop playing with y'all. This is going to be a month of healing as well. for you guys, deep healing, y'all. We have so many like cards here. Neptune energy here, third eye chakra here. You guys is leveling up spiritually. We have Chiron and the 12th house here, okay, for your health. This is talking about your spiritual health. So spiritual hygiene is going to be extremely important for you guys, okay? I'm going to be posting something for you guys to use for a bath. Over there on Patreon, okay? Because spiritual hygiene is going to be really important for Aries. Y'all leveling the F up, okay, Aries? That's what I'm talking about. But this 12th house in Chiron is talking about you guys healing, doing the work, you tapping into your gifts, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, in order to tap into your gifts, you have to tap into the past, tap into your inner child. And that's why there's going to be this inner child healing that kind of needs to be done, because you guys are tapping into the past so that you can plan your future. And so that might be painful for a lot of you guys. But Spirit really wants you guys to just keep going, to just keep healing, keep growing, keep working on yourself, no matter what comes up during this healing. Like, don't stop. So Chiron in the 12th house is basically talking about that this month is going to be showing you the unhealed wound in your inner life and your spirituality. So it can manifest through the areas of the unconscious, mysticism, but there's just going to be the strong need in March for you guys to experience unity, ecstasy. You may even feel like a loss of identity, because like I said, Spirit is like rebuilding your sense of identity in a way, right? So now let's take a look. Let's take a look at your relationships overall. Okay, so the first card we have are your guides are helping you. So your spiritual team is heavily involved in your relationships right now. So let's pull one card for the singles, and then let's pull one card for those in a relationship for the month of March. So let's see what the singles, okay? So we have for the singles, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, underneath the bottom of the deck for you guys, we have very soon. Okay, so Spirit is saying, you know, let go of your control issues of trying to control when your person is going to come in. Okay, they're coming. Don't rush the process. Okay, and let's pull a card for those in a relationship, Spirit, in the month of March. Aries, what do they need to know about their love life? Okay, so we have attraction in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that maybe you might have some issues around, like, you know, I'm not gonna be joking. Y'all know Ashay love to joke, but have y'all ever just like stop loving somebody? Not stop loving, because I don't feel like you ever could stop loving them, but you ever just stop liking a motherfucker, you know, and they just start looking ugly, right? You just look at them like everything they do, they just look ugly because you don't like them like that no more. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. But for real, I feel like you guys for real need to kind of work on your look, or, you know, just build that romantic attraction, that passion back up in your relationship. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, look, it says getting to know each other. So it's kind of like you guys are going to go through this process of having to get to know each other again, or your partner's going to have to go through this period of getting to know you again, because like I said, you're going through so many spiritual level ups here. They're going to have to re-get to know you. You know what I'm saying? And then we have give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership in the month of March. So let's go ahead and see some new creative opportunities that may be coming your way in March. For my Aries, what new opportunities? Hold on. So we have rest. So you guys are going to be able to get some rest, take some little naps, okay? And what else? What opportunities? Helpful person. So there's going to be somebody that may be helping you out in the month of March in a way that you may need help. And then we have the last card, tranquility, and it says make time to relax, be still, enjoy your solitude and your much needed self-care. So this is still about you guys being in this energy of February, resting, relaxing. And you can see, you guys, these cards represent the exact definition of rest and rejuvenate, right? So this will be resting, okay, and this will be rejuvenation. You see, I love that for you guys. All right, so let's pull a card for your finances. Let's pull a card for your finances, Aries, and then we're going to close out. And y'all make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me to reach more people in the algorithm, okay? The more people I can reach, the more videos I will put out, all right? So let's go ahead and see what is Aries' finances going to be looking like. What are their finances going to be looking like? All right. what their finance is going to be looking like. All right. All right, so we have the Sun card coming out. Your finances are going to be looking good as hell, okay? Good as hell. Like I said, remember, long as you're being creative, because the Sun represents creativity, okay? We have the 9th house coming out. We have a trine. Oh my God, and the seventh house coming out. This is talking about, y'all, I love this for you guys. This is pretty much saying here that your finances are looking freaking amazing. You guys could be even meeting new business partners and things like that, because don't get me wrong, you guys have, you're going to be letting a lot of things go, a lot of people go, but it's going to free up your energy, and thus it's going to be easy for you to express yourself creatively and attract more money into your life, okay? All right, so that is what I'm picking up for my Aries for the month of March. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with you. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Join the Patreon family so that you can stay updated for every season as we navigate this human experience. It's your girl Ashay signing out.